wale na ndere bidenu unyada namba na ndere bidenu natubu kelo wane mesika kwa wale na ndere bidenu wale na ndere bidenu natubu kelo wane mesika kwa wale nandere bijenu unyada namba nandere bijenu natubu kelo wane mesika fani anyawo wale nandere bijenu wale nandere bijenu unyada namba nandere bijenu natubu kelo wane mesika fani Otedo mwane andele bide Eza yodani sagoba Obule tendomo andele bide Rewane petaka Wale nandele bide Wale nandele bide Mane mada namba nandele bide Natuku kelo wane mesika fani anyawo wale nandele bide wale nandele bide onyada namba nandele bide natuku kelo wane mesika imochendo wale nandele bide umubya friend nandele bide umibo nandele bide Kali welo ndedi emesi kadela nginama wale nandele bide uigo wale kali welo nwa ya tuko wa na emesi no kadela nginama ndo kuna ya Polo kosi nandele bide esa yo pamo pelase ezo mi popo nandele bide Yamane si owele Omo kelase nandele bide Anita doke nato Tetipe memeloke nandele bide Ewe imalejo Omo bezo ya nandele bide Nandele bide Ayun pamo bomo Wale nandere bijanwe Wale nandere bijanwe Mane mwada namba wandere bijanwe Natuku kelo wane mesika kafani anyawo Wale nandere bijanwe Enuwa Wale nandere bijanwe Onyada namba nandere bijanwe Natuku kelo wane mesika kafani I am a Christian, okay, Ake Puchi Yama, on the third okay, not you, let's go, Mama, you can walk at this, let's go, Mama, I am Antonia, Mama, I'm on the
Omo Biafra ndidi bije n'ụwa onye ọbụla ga-enwere ndidi n'ihi na ọ na-enye ndidi ka anyị ga-eji wee nwee mmeri. Ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, uhuruchi ọma ụmụnne m. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my beloved brothers and sisters from another mother. I am sending my greeting to each and every one of you, those from Igodo, those from Ijo, those from Ishekiri, those from Anang, those from Ibanke, those from Igbo, those from Urobo, those from Isoko, all of you that are from Igala. I'm sending my greetings to you all, and Idoma. My greeting is coming to you live and direct from this channel. I remain your brother Mazo Palese Chukwubikem. I have my reason why I come online this night to speak to my brothers and my sisters, because already I am missing all of you. But I have received so many calls between 2 weeks to this moment now, about 14 days now. There are so many calls that are coming inbox. There are many messages coming inbox, and those messages, 80% of them is directing to one position. I know that what you think, what you are thinking that is the message or the information or the keynote, the point, may not be what I want to tell you. I'm sorry. I don't lie. If I lie to you, it's not going to fetch me money. So it's better I tell you truth and be myself. I welcome each and every one of you that are watching this program. Please share this program. It's going to be very, very short. Maybe the shortest program I've ever done in this struggle. Maybe the shortest. Maybe it's going to be the shortest, because I'm trying as much as I can to compress the information and give it to you as it is hot. Today is 6th of December 2020. 6th of December 2020, and today is Sunday. Having received over 20-something different calls from different people and messages, I just want to put it on my platform. I just want to let the world and Biafrans at large, and especially my brothers from the Igbo-speaking Biafra, to begin to look into this issue. And if you happen to be, should I say, part and parcel of these people that have been calling me, directing this same message to this same direction, please, it is time we begin to look into it critically. I've been ignoring it, I've been dealing with it, I've been tackling it, I've been trying to, say it the way it is. But the more I do it, the more I hear people say the same thing, directing to the same position, the same direction. And what is this message? The message is very, very simple. So many people are calling me, telling me, Prince Darlington, please help us tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we need Biafra today, tomorrow. And for us to get Biafra today, tomorrow, that we should forget about our brothers from the coastal region of Biafra. I am going to host a full program where I will take calls. But why I'm saying this on this my platform where I don't want to collect any call this night. Whatever is your opinion, you can put it in writing. If you write something that is interesting, I am going to read it out. But I'm going to host a program where I'm going to discuss this once again. I've discussed this on my platform the first time, the second time, the third time. This is going to be the fourth time that I'm going to discuss it, and it's for a purpose. It's not going to be a discussion, it's going to be a lecture. Yes, I am going to lecture most of these people that have been calling me, sending me message. They are sending this message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through me. They are pushing this message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through me. Some of them have been calling Radio Biafra when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is always online. they can't get hold of him, they can't reach him because of the number of calls, inflow calls during the program. And some of them think they can send it the same message through me. And I am telling you that within 2 weeks I have received not less than 28 calls. The message is numerous. I don't need to copy it to show you that the Biafrans we need Biafra today and tomorrow. And all of them are making this point, saying that for us to get Biafra today and tomorrow, that the only way it can be very, very easy is for us to do away with our brothers and sisters from the coastal region of Biafra. Most of them give their own reason, and their reasons are reasonable. Most of them, they stated point upon point upon point upon point reason why they want us to forget about our brothers living within the riverine areas and the focus and the fight for the 5 states that they have carved out for us, and say this is the Biafra, the states that we are going to fight for, and within a twinkle of an eye we will get the Biafra, and we will do great without these our brothers and sisters from the coastal region. This is not my idea. This is not my word. This is not my belief. This is the belief of Biafrans of Igbo extraction. Mostly, the people that are calling me, telling me this, mostly 85% of them have lived in the riverine areas, especially Port Harcourt, Warri, Warri, Delta. I want you to listen and listen attentively. And I am bringing this topic this night to prepare the mind of those of you who will want to discuss about this or who would like to talk about it on my next coming program, which I will announce on my platform. They keep calling me, they keep saying, bros, tell our leader, let our leader forget about our people from the river area. They don't like us, they don't love us, they are drawing us back, they are pushing us back, they hate us, they say they are not Igbo, they say they are not Biafrans, they don't support what we are doing. Please, can we leave these people and go on? Please don't misquote me. It is not personality's word. Ndị Igbo tụlụ si na eziem ozim si ọgaranya eziem ma gwa ajọ onye m si mbute n'isi aga masị n'aka m adịlị ya. And the most painful part of it is that the last person that called me, apart from those that are calling on my platform, the last person that called me made a very, 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 very important point. The point that this man raised touched me to my bone marrow. When something pains you on your flesh, you can endure it so easily. When something pains you to your vein, you can endure it, maybe somehow hard. But when something pains you to the bone marrow, that is the last point, you will be very, 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 very pain. You feel the pain. So my brothers and my sisters, this our brother called me and told me that the reason why Nyesom Wike, oh my God, the reason why Nyesom Wike came out to deny his Igbo origin, to deny his Igbo lineage, to deny his original ancestral land, is because of politics and money. Because the slave masters have told him, for you to be able to deal with these people in the place they are calling Obibo, the place they are calling Oyibo, which is originally Obibo, is to first and foremost separate yourself from them, disassociate yourself from them, let your people know that these people, you are not Igbo, concoct whatever story that you can as much as possible to make them know that they don't have any ground in Rivers State. That once you succeed in doing that, anything you are doing will be working perfectly. Secondly, that Nyesom Wike should go ahead and pay all the chiefs from A to Z in Obigbo. He should place them on salary, paying them the amount of money that is going to help them with their families. This money is not coming from Rivers State's pocket. The money is coming from the federal government of Nigeria. This guy spoke to me and I was amazed. It touched my bone marrow. And the reason for Nyesom Wike to pay these people is to help him subpedal the information, to help him spread the information, to help him intimidate those who are calling that particular part of Iguacha Obigbo. If you all listen to Nyesom Wike, you will hear him saying that they want to rename a town in Iguacha in Rivers State. He was talking about indigenous people of Biafra want to rename. He said they want to rename. But Nyesom Wike failed to tell the world that the name was Obigbo. Because before Justice Abubakar Malami changed it to Oyigbo with the money that they have spent with the chiefs in that part of Biafra land. Then they signed a memorandum of understanding and changed it from Obigbo and call it Oyigbo. This information is very, very important. So my brothers, when I am done trying to assimilate, digest and digress this information, I was kind of thinking, if indeed what this man is saying is truth, looking at the facts and figures on the ground, but something in me, the spirit of Biafra in me told me, do not be coward. Do not be coward into believing that an Hausa man, Justice Abubakar Malami, should change the name of Obigbo into Oyigbo. Suppress the people of Obigbo into believing that they are Oyigbo. Then Hausa Fulani using the money that they have injected into Iguacha to make our people from Obigbo to accept that it is not Obigbo but Oyigbo. Then using the chiefs, the kings in that local government and communities to push the information on air, making our people to believe that they are not Igbo, just because they want to apply that syndrome of divide and rule. That divide and rule syndrome is what they want to inject into the blood of our people from that part of the world. I don't know if you guys are following me. If you are following me, please, I want you to indicate that you are hearing my voice loud and clear. Because Mazi Obelede Chukwubikem is here to spread every information that you need as a Biafran, to be strong, to be resilient, to resist any act of division among our people. Because if these people succeeded in changing the name of our community in Obigbo, they will try it somewhere else. Do not forget that Obigbo was part of Abia State. Do you know that? Obigbo in general was part of Abia State. Are you surprised to hear this for the first time? If you are surprised to hear this for the first time, I want to repeat that Obigbo is in Abia State. Majority of the people living in Obigbo are from Aro. Are you with me? Majority of the people that are occupying the land of Obigbo today are from Aro. I'm talking of Aro Chukwu. Thank you, Kenny. Okay. Thank you for confirming. Mwake Goji, thank you so much. Thank you, Q Mike G. Thank you for confirming that you can hear me loud and clear. Now, if federal government can spend much money trying to pay the chiefs and the kings in Obigbo to use them as tools through Wike to make our people begin to believe that they are not Igbo. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means? Do you know what that means? I am telling you guys that when these guys were calling me, telling me we should leave our people from the riverine area and fight for Biafra, and Biafra will come within 2-3 months. I told them I know this already. I know it. That if we accept the 5 states that they have cut us into, and they say this 5 states is the only Biafra states, that within a very short period of time we will be in Biafra. You and I will be in Biafra. We would have been in Biafra by now. For your information, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been called to accept 5 states as Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu declined. He said no. There's no how you can come and divide my family and allow me to accept that decision. It is not going to hold the ground. And that is what is delaying this movement. This is the complaint of great Biafrans who were born and brought up in the River State, especially in Obigbo. So many of them are calling me. But what I'm going to do this night is a little lecture, just little one. I'm going to lecture us very, very, very little. I might have said some of these issues, discussed some of these issues on my previous program, but this particular one, there are things you might have not been able to hear from me. You will hear it today. The issue of Obigbo and divide and rule syndrome that have engulfed our people and make our people to begin to think that we should leave our brothers from this part of the world is something that we must look into critically. I am telling you guys today that if indeed the people from the riverine areas are out strong like the people from the coast, from the people from the hinterland fighting for Biafra, I swear to my heavenly Father who made me and you, within 6 months we will be in Biafra. Excuse me, please, 1 minute. Yes, I am back, my brothers and my sisters. It is very, very important that we move every necessary information to every part of the world so that our people from the Riverine area should stand up and do the needful. Because I have listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so many times saying that when Biafra come, that the capital, the new capital of Biafra will be located to the Riverine area, which is, he mentioned Port Harcourt. He mentioned Iguacha, not Port Harcourt. Iguacha as the new capital of Biafra. And these guys that are calling me are telling me, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can propose to move the capital of Biafra, the new capital of Biafra, to Iguacha, while it is in the same Iguacha that the properties of our brothers, our fathers, our sisters were seized up to today, not recovered. While in the same Iguacha is where people are denying their original Igbo ancestral connections. Instead of calling their communities the way it was mentioned, the way it was written, the way it was called by their progenitors. Places like Umu Okoro, Umu Adolu, Umu Ola, Umu Nka, Umu Nkozo. Instead of that, they're calling it Rumu, trying to disassociate themselves from their brothers. Do they truly want to have the capital of the new nation, Biafra, in their land? Do they deserve it? This is not my talk. This is not my word. Don't misquote me, please. I am giving it to you live and direct as it is hot. I am giving it to you live and direct as it is hot. Because there are issues that you need to look into critically. Because sometimes I'll be thinking, are you sure that if we leave these our brothers from the Riverine area and fight for Biafra, that it's not going to be easy for us? Remember, the promise Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, no, I am not going to leave an inch of Biafra land. That I am going to go with these people. But through referendum, Presbyt, the people from these areas must come out to say, yes, we want to support, we want to go, we want to be with Biafra, not Nigeria. It's going to be a collective populace agreement. The large population of the people from this part of the world must be put in test to say we want it or we don't want it. Now, having said all this, my brothers and my sisters, I, Mazi Chukwubikem, want to let you guys know that when you leave your brother because your enemies divided you and fight for a land that belongs to you and your brother, if you eventually get this land, that your brother you leave is the enemy to use to fight you and make sure that you don't have peace in that land, because the land belongs to you and him. Hello, Biafrans, can you understand this, my analogy? Can you understand what I mean? When your enemy divide your home, from example, your mother give birth to 3 children, the enemy come and divide them, and they cut one part of them into another community, cut another one into another community, cut another one into another community. This is the same father, the same mother. They have been divided, making each other to see themselves as enemy, not to be brothers and sisters. If you people did not agree to come together to say, no, you cannot divide us, we are one brothers and sisters. If you accept it, believe me, you 3 of you will not live in peace. 3 of you will never, ever live in peace in those places that they divided you into. Because the enemy will not want any of you to stand. what they will do is to suppress each and every one of you, because they have divided you guys into small chunk, so that they can deal with you people whenever they want to come into any part of the place that have divided into you two and do any shit. They will do it and they will go, because the fighting force that all of you have together as a people have been divided. Let me give you a very simple analogy within 1 minute, within 30 seconds, not even 1 minute. This is an empty can of water. If I put this can of water complete, full, and I want to drink it at once, it may take me some time to finish it. It may take me, I may not drink it at once. I may drink it, I rest. I drink it again, I rest before I finish it. That is a simple analogy. But if I divide this water into 3, I divide it 1, 2, I put a 3/4 of it into one place, put another one into one place. My brother, that small one that remains, if I want to drink it, I will just pour it in my mouth like this. I swallow it. That is exactly what these people want to do to us. Because if I didn't tell you this, some of you may not understand that we are not fighting to go along with our brothers because they are our brothers. Some of them think it is because of the oil, because every part of Biafra land has oil in large number. Every part of Biafra land has oil in large quantity. Then the Biafrans of Igbo extraction, Biafran Igbo, we have something that is greater than the crude oil, which is our natural resources, the human brain that Chukwu Kabiama gave to us. Anytime I remember that I am a Biafran of Igbo extraction, I raise my shoulder. I am very grateful for my father to have looked for a wife and went into Biafra land and married his fellow Biafran woman. My father, Biafran. My mother, Biafran. My father, Igbo. My mother, Igbo. My father, Enugu. My mother, Enugu. My father, Ogu. My mother, Ogu. My father, Mmako. My mother, Mmako. My father, Enugu Mmako. My mother, Enugu Mmako. What are you talking about? I am privileged to have a parents that are deeply rooted into my lineage. That doesn't mean that your mother is from Anambra and your father is from Abia, that you have no privilege to celebrate as an Igbo person. I am talking about myself. This is my own story and my own opinion. I hold it so sacred. I hold it so sacred that I am a Biafran of Igbo extraction. Therefore, whenever anybody want to come and talk to me that we should forget about our brothers from the different areas, I have a brother called Chukwuma, a cousin brother called Chukwuma, who is going to bury his father very soon, by January. And I have another brother called Chukwudi in Asaba. Chukwuma in Asaba. And I have another brother called Chukwuma in Ikwere. I have another brother called Chukwuma in Obibo. I have another brother called Chukwuma in Igodomigodo land, the place they call Iwanke, which is originally known as Iwakre. Haba, how can I leave this same Chukwumas from different part of Biafra land and say I am fighting for only the Chukwuma, the one that is much closer to me, while each and every one of us are the same? Have you noticed that there are communities in Biafra land that share the same name? Have you noticed that there are communities in Biafra land that speak the same language? For example, I am from Enugu. And in Enugu, our accent, when we want to say that something is sweet, we say audio chop. Are you surprised that in Imo State, in Obo, when they want to say that something is sweet, they say audio chop? The same language, the same sound, the same meaning, but from different states. What is the state all about? The state was created by the colonial masters. They use the governors, the president to create states, to divide us, to make us look as if we are not one. All in the name of developing urban areas, rural areas, sorry, turning it into urban areas. Have you understand that there is Oboro in Anambra State? There is Oboro in Delta State. There is Oboro in Imo State. Are you surprised? The same Oboro, the same people, the same spelling. Are you surprised that there is Umuchuku in Anambra State? There is Umuchuku in Abia State. I don't know if there is another Umuchuku in Imo State. I'm talking of the ones that I know the villages, that if you send me there, I will go there and I will speak to them one-on-one. So how can we be continue reasoning and be receiving these calls? Let our leader forget about our people from the riverine area. They don't like us, they don't love us. Hey, my brothers, calm down. The enemy, the enemy have sowed the seed of discord and hatred among us. Their primary intention is to divide us. And once they succeed in dividing us, they will rule over us. The people that are telling us that we are not one are the same blood. We have Chinedu in Asaba, and we have Chinedu in Enugu, and we have Chinedu in Imo, and we have Chinedu in Ikwere, and we have Chinedu in Odomigodo. These are the places we have Chinedu all over. Yes, we have Chinedu all over. Now tell me, if the spelling of the Chinedu in Ikwere is different from the Chinedu in Anambra, is this the same, not Chinedu, the same spelling? So how can you be telling me that we should forget about them? Simply because the enemies told you that we are not one. And their primary intention was just to divide us and rule over us. Now, if you that is calling me, all of you that have called me, you know yourselves, will tell yourself the truth. You will tell yourself that for real, for sure, that these people did not mean well for us. If you can tell yourself the truth, you will pronounce the word that they don't mean well to us at all. There is Umuchuku in Imo State too. Somebody is telling me there is Umuchuku in Imo State. There's Umuchuku in Abia. There's Umuchuku in Enugu. There's Umuchuku in Abia. There is in Imo. The same people. Then the enemy have come to divide. My brothers and my sisters, if you allow your enemy to scatter and chatter your house and divide you into portion, any day they want to deal to each and every one of you individually, it will be like snap of a finger. They will take off each and every one of you. And that is what Fulani have done in our land. Are we going to allow this to happen? Therefore, I am standing here to declare that I am not party to anyone that is telling us or asking me to tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to forget about our people in the riverine area, to focus on the people that they created for us, called 5 states, called the Southeast. By the way, bro, ask yourself this question: who created the 5 states? Was it not the enemies that created the 5 states? When we were together as the old Eastern region, were we not great? Were we not doing exploit? Do you know that Old Eastern region was the fastest growing, had the fastest growing economy in the whole Africa? Under the leadership of Michael Okpara. Some of you doesn't know this history. That Michael Okpara, Mazi Michael Okpara, as a premier of Old Eastern region, was growing the fastest economy. The fastest economy, the fastest growing economy in the whole Africa. I did not say in Nigeria. I did not say in West Africa. I said in the whole Africa. The fastest. He was industrializing Eastern region. He was industrializing Eastern region, making Eastern region to be great. Things were happening. People were coming to Eastern region, buying things, the things that were being produced in our land. The enemy looked into it and said, if we allow these people to continue with this, they are going to kick us out of the way. They will overshine us. But I want to tell you something today. Those of you that are watching, I want you to share this program. I am not going to be too long. Very, very soon, I'm going to cut off this program. But I want you to know that all of you that have been calling me, it is your opinion. You hold it so dear. I cannot stop you from you sharing your own opinion. As you can see, look at me now. There was light a few minutes ago. Excuse me. The light is off. Let me turn on my generator. That is what we are suffering here. I need to put on my generator to be able to speak to you because I'm feeling heat already. Please give me 1 minute. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Yes, I am back, my brothers and my sisters. Sorry for that interruption. This is one of the things we are fighting. Steady power supply uninterrupted, because we have everything needed to have a steady power supply. But I said the program for it, we have to call in and make a land. People's opinion will be the order of the day. There is not going to be one man. There is not going to be any godfatherism who will come out to say, this is what I want to be. The majority, the people's opinion, the public opinion will be the order of the day. Hundreds and thousands of Biafrans are in Europe and America, Asia. So many of them are in prison. They are praying and asking God for Biafra to be restored so that they can come back home and build a nation they can proud of. A certain woman called on my program yesterday that I hosted for the others, and what she said touched me. I nearly cried. I got hold of myself when she said she spent 35 years in Europe and she is old now, that she wants to come back home in her own father's land and live and die in her own father's land. And so many of you, those living in Japan, those living in Korea, those living in South Korea, those living in America, those living in Australia, you are tired of staying in abroad. You want to come back home. Now, the enemies that have divided us are now paying huge amount of money to the chiefs and the kings in part of Biafra land, trying to use them to incite problem among us. making them to believe that we are not one, and letting them, using them to spoil the heart of their children from that part of the world. And now our brothers are calling, saying we should leave them and focus on the 5 states. Now my question is this: who created the 5 states? The people that created these 5 states are the same people that came to tell you that the oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. The people that created the 5 states are the same people that told you that the oil that is located in Ijoland belongs to Jigawa. That the oil that is in Biafra land belongs to them. They are the people that created these states. No Igbo man, as president of Nigeria, created any state. No Igbo man, as the president of Nigeria, created any states. No Ijaw man created any states as the president of Nigeria. No Ibanke man, no Igala man, no Igede man, no Ibibio man, no Anang man have ever created any state in this contraption they call Nigeria. Do you want me to tell you to give you the names of the people that have created states? Started from Yakubu Gowon, from 1976 after the war. That is when they started dividing us into states. Why not leaving us into region? Because they know that united we are strong, divided we will fail. Yakubu Gowon created states. Yakubu Gowon, he created states. Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida created states. Sani Abacha created states. Did Goodluck Jonathan create any states when he was the president? No. Did Aguiyi Ironsi created any states when he was the head of the state? No. Did Zik, the man that put us into this problem, the stupid nationalist, Zik, I call him the stupid nationalist because he is fighting for one Nigeria, and look at where one Nigeria have kept all of us now. Have you people seen the video where Boko Haram Fulani herdsmen were slaughtering people in Edo State? Have you seen it? If you have not seen it, go and type it on Google and search for it and watch it. That is the handwork of those that told you that the oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. The same people that are paying Nyesom Wike to pay the governor and to pay the kings and the community chiefs to keep peddling lies, to keep subduing our people, trying to make them believe that the land of our ancestors known as Obibo is Oyibo and is not of Igbo. And I give you the definition of Igbo in my own word. I go before others. You may take it, you may not take it. It's not my own problem. That is my own definition. I go before others. And I am not saying it because I want to praise them. I am not saying it because I want to raise my shoulder. I am not saying it because I want to make you believe me. I am saying it because in every activity in Nigeria, Igbos are number one. Are we talking about education? Anambra, Enugu, and Imo, first, second, and third in the whole West Africa. WAEC, West Africa Examination Council. Not now only in Nigeria. In terms of technology, automobile, Igbo is the only people that have built automobile in the whole Africa. A black man built automobile. And currently, an Igbo man, Innocent Chukwuma, is building cars in Igbo land. Do you understand that? So we go before others. We go before others. Should I talk about Philip Emeagwali, the man that built the fastest computer on earth? Igbo go before others. Now let me take it back to the government of Nigeria. The first military head of state of Nigeria, Igbo go before others. I go before others. That is Igbo. Then the first president of Nigeria, Igbo go before others. Sorry for that problem. The enemies are fighting tooth and nail, but they cannot succeed. I am still here. I am back. Now, the first female governor in the whole Nigeria is an Igbo woman, Etiaba in Anambra State. No woman have been a governor in Nigeria apart from in Anambra State, an Igbo woman. The first woman that have held, the first African woman, black African woman have held a position of World Trade Organization International is an Igbo woman. She just won it last month. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. World Trade, an Igbo woman. Are you with me? Then come back to Nigeria. The first woman that have been appointed as the group managing director of World Bank. World Bank. Look at my eyes. World Bank. Look at my eyes. World Bank. Igbo woman. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. The first Olympic medalist in Nigeria, Igbo man, Ife Ajuna. If you people are, some of you that are privileged to use those exercise books that they draw Olympic when we were in primary school and somebody was jumping, that was Ife Ajuna, Madeleine Ife Ajuna, the one that betrayed us during the war. You don't know about this history? You don't know about it? It's an Igbo man. The first Olympic medalist, he won it in America. It's an Igbo man. The first abolitionist in the whole world, the man who abolished slave trade, is an Igbo man. His name is Olaudah Equiano, Igbo man. Because when I say that in my own definition, Igbo, I believe in that analysis that said that Igbo goes before others. I go before others. Then come back into sports, football. The first medalist, Olympic medalist, is an Igbo boy, Kanu Nwankwo, the golden boy. Then go into athletics again. The first female gold medalist produced in Nigeria was an Igbo woman, Chioma Ajunwa. Hello. When they want to divide you, tell them no, that they cannot divide us because we are great people. We go before others. Oh, I think sometimes when I remember that I am Igbo, the joy used to overtake me and make me feel so full, like somebody who have eaten 10 plates of rice with pomo and I know within Enya. Should I continue mentioning? The first vice chancellor of University of Lagos, the first vice chancellor of University of Lagos is an Igbo man. Are you aware of that? Do you know? They have taken the light again. Please, pardon me. I'll be back. This is what I'm offering, and this is the reason why I'm continuing to be friends with them. Why I'm saying all this is for you guys to keep it in record, to know that together we can make it. We are not fighting with for Biafra and asking our brothers from the other part of Biafra land to join us because of any oil, not because of anything, but because we should not allow our enemies to divide us. Because when you allow your enemies to divide you, you are finished. Because the same one of your brother that they divided you with are the people they are going to use to fight you. Look at what is happening in Israel today. Israel is still under attack. All the whole Middle East are fighting Israel. Only one people. What was their offense? Nothing. So if you are not proud of your lineage, like Rotimi Amaechi that came out and said, I am Igbo, my name is Igbo, my name is Chibuike Amaechi. The Rotimi there is a name that my father borrowed from his friend that he likes, a Yoruba man that he likes, that was his co-work in company. That was a good man. My father put the name after me, but my real name is Chibuike Amaechi. So for him to say that means he acknowledged his origin. But this idiot, this buffoon, I think 2023 is fast approaching. Before you know it, will enter 2021 or 42 years. He will step down. He will not longer be the governor. He will no longer be flexing his muscle. He will no longer be talking like Onye Bumilin. Wow. Nyesum Ezenwa Mwike. Ezenwa Mwike. That is your name. My brothers and my sisters, please, all of you that are calling, saying we should leave them. So even some of them call and say, look at what Asare Dokubo is doing. He's fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not from Ijo, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not from Ikwere. Please, don't allow all those things, deceive you. Because even in Ijo land, Asare Dokubo cannot control up to 1,000 people. I am saying it and I'm beating my chest. Asare cannot control up to 1,000 people. If you want to know who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, please, I want you to go to your YouTube right now as I'm talking to you. Type in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Obigbo. The crowd, the mammoth crowd that attended to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that came to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is more than 10 million. People from Abia, people from Imo, people from Anambra, people from Owerri, people from Iwota, people from Akwa Ibom, people from Asaba, from Delta, from all over Biafra, and they troop into Iwocha to see one man. That is to tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even when he marched into the land, there was a day he went for a meeting, unannounced. Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could finish that meeting, over 3,000 people are already on the ground. In River State, in Iwocha, singing holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. And this is a song that used to set our enemy in disarray. This is the song that used to make them to cry. This is the song that used to make them to, begin to think like, let me betray this man, let me kill this man, let this man die. Why is it not me that they are praising this way? In Iwocha, people were singing. That is the truth. So we should not limit ourselves and our belief, our brain, our thinking to believing that we are only 5 states that is made up of Biafra. It's not possible. I can't take it. Because I have a cousin brother called Chukwuma, and I have another brother in Delta called Chukwuma. I have another one in Iwocha called Chukwuma. I have another one in Ikodomi called Chukwuma. I have another one in the place they call Chukwuma. So how do you come to die all of us? And only that one that I have that is very close to me as my brother. What about the other ones? The names of our communities' resemblance is enormous. If you go to a place they call Anioma today, there are many communities that their tradition, their culture, and everything is exactly with that from people with people from Onitsha, from Enugu, from Anambra. So are we going to leave these people So all of you that are calling, telling me, Prince Darlington, I beg, tell our leader, let our leader forget about these people. I know that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu concede defeat, because for him to accept, for him to accept that divide and rule tactics, he have conceded defeat already. I know he can never to agree. Come here, it is only referendum that will differentiate us. Let me say it here, because this is what I used to answer them. And each and every one of you that called me, you can confirm this. The only thing that will make us to move forward without them is press-bit. If they say tomorrow in large number we are not Biafran and we don't want to go with Biafrans, my brother, my sister, myself will begin to campaign against them. That is me. Because you cannot reject your brother and expect that your brother to be clapping hand and, you know, as if we are begging them. Some of them that called me, are even saying, guy, why are we begging these people? What do they have that we don't have? Can you find well? It seems like we are begging them. It seems like we are telling them, come and join us, come let us. Why? Why must it be like that? I told him, my brother, it's a very bad job. It is making culture for so many years. You can't just stand up in a day and change it and turn it around. It's not done anywhere in the world. You have to go solo, gradually, step by step. Before you know it, they will begin to understand based on based on the damages on the ground which the enemies have caused for them. For example, if somebody is teaching you as a child that Ada is a boy from kindergarten to nursery to primary school to secondary school to university, and you come out as a graduate, and the word Ada is a boy is already deeply rooted into your brain. You have believed it. My brother, it is very, very difficult for somebody to just come and say, no, they taught you wrong. It was not truth. Ada is a girl, not a boy. Obi is a boy. Ada is a... You will find that person, telling that person, are you stupid? Are you crazy? I was born and somebody taught me that Ada is a boy. From my nursery, from my kindergarten to my nursery to my second to my primary to my secondary, even to my university level. Who are you to come and convince me? This is how it works. Now, it is going to take you a very good number of patience, quality, to improve the knowledge, and you will be able to punch into this person's nomenclature, the way he reasoned, to know that the wrong education was passed to him or her. The wrong information was passed to him or her. You have to take it very, very quietly, gradually, and it's going to cost you a lot, and it's going to take years, because it is something that they have nurtured as a child. The example I just give to you now is exactly what is happening to our people from the Riverine area. Last week, they called me on one of their platform. Mr. Robert Ego called me on their platform, and the topic he treated was, why is our people from the Riverine area, from the coastal region, very slow in supporting this movement? They invited me. I spoke on their platform. You can go to my wall, you are going to see it. Robert Ego, on Ajite, he invited me, he hosted me. I spoke to them, I gave them a lot of analysis that will make people to understand the reason why our people from that side are doing what they are doing. Their children have been deceived, their children have been lied to, their children have been their mind have been changed. into believing that they are not part of us, and we hate them, and we have killed them, and we are asking for us to be together because we want to dominate them. And this has been playing a very big role in their lives. I told them in their platform. Then he asked me, what is the way forward? How are we going to, undo this damage that have been done over them? I told him the only thing we can do is proper education from grassroots. If you have appendicitis today, no matter any kind of medicine you might have drank for it, it will still be there, because every human being has it in their own body. Not until your own riped and started disturbing you. The only remedy is to cut it off, to remove it. So I told them that what they need to do is to go grassroots, begin to, speak to these people that have been deceived so many times, so many years, that they are not part and parcel of Biafra, that Biafran Igbos want to dominate them, that Igbos want to kill them, that Igbos doesn't love them. Once you begin to teach them that these people are your people, they need you, you need them, with them we can make exploit, we can do exploit, that with them we can have a nation and we will control our oil and live in our land peacefully. You are not going to fight war with them. Until you begin to do this, they won't change. You have to do it for them to change. And it's a very big, it's a tedious job. I told them this. So my brothers and my sisters, to all of you that have called, that are still sending me message, let us leave our brothers from the riverine area and move forward. Please, we are not going to do that, because I'm not going to be in support of that. Not until they themselves decide that they want to be on their own, or they want to be with Nigeria. Any day, the large number, the higher number of people from the riverine area, as they divided them in the state, from Igodo, from Anoma, from Iguacha, from Ugwenga, and from Akwa Ibom. If they say they are no longer interested, that they want to be with Nigeria, so be it. But for the fact that there is no referendum done already to decide if I will not support. If Ohaneze and Igbo have done this job that we are doing today, led by Mazen Nanka is doing today, as we are talking, some of you may think that we are just talking, that our talk is not working. It is working. That's why you need to share this program, because some of them are listening. They will listen, they will change, they will begin to reason, to say, yes, what this guy is saying is truth. We are going to use social media judiciously. It is our own age, it is our own era that social media is out. We must use it, and we are going to make good use of it. For me, I have grabbed it. I am on Twitter, I am on IG, I am on Facebook, I am on YouTube, I am on what do you call it, on Skype, I am on WhatsApp. I am on so many social media, because this is our era, and God brought social media in our own era to do what? To disseminate information, to share information, to speak to our people, and to unite our people for only one cause, for freedom of Biafra. That is all. When Biafra come, I may not even be on Facebook. Can you never hear me? No, no, when I will be busy working and making sure that I build my nation. Can you on Facebook hear me? All of you that are on Facebook today, I am telling you, and I bet you that if Biafra come tomorrow, some of you may not even go to your Facebook in the next let me not lie, in the next 10 months or 1 year. Can you name it on Facebook? What are you doing on Facebook? When Biafra is there, and you're a doctor, you are needed. You are an engineer, you are needed. You are a surgeon, you are needed. You are an architect, you are needed. You are a pharmacist, you are needed in that field where you can perform well. Can you na Facebook? Even na Facebook each on nagi. When you will be busy building the land of the rising sun. I am telling you guys the truth. Take it or leave it. Believe it or don't believe it. We are people and nobody can divide us. So my brothers, those that are calling, my sister, those that are calling, I am standing to tell you guys that we are not going to leave our brothers from riverine areas. If we do it, that is the worst mistake we can ever do. Because it is our brother that divided them and called them Niger Delta. It is, sorry, not our brother, our enemies that divided them and called them Niger Delta. In River State is where you have a place called Ikoku. The place our brothers are selling. Please, Ikoku, is it Hausa or Yoruba name? I want you to answer that question. Ikoku, is it Hausa or Yoruba name? Trans Amadi, is it Igbo or Yoruba name? Amadi. I'm asking you, and I want you to answer me. Trans Amadi, is it Hausa or Yoruba name or Igbo name? Obi Igbo, is it Igbo or Hausa name? Umokoro, Umadolu, Umokuta, is it Igbo or Hausa name? So, Wike, you have failed on this part that you are doing now. You have failed. Before you even started it, you have failed already. Because history is there to correct all the wrong that you guys have done. People like Edwin Clark, all of you that are educated illiterate. I call you guys educated illiterate because our Ohaneze Ndigbo did not even come to let you people know that we are one people. That is why Nyesom Wike is sharing money to the local government chairmen and using them to suppress and intimidate and arrest our people in Igbocha, kidnap our people in Igbocha. But time shall tell. My brothers and my sisters, on this juncture, I think I have to say, Onye Warenti, Yanoro. He that have ear, let him listen. Sometimes, if I don't talk to you people throughout the day, I'm not happy. Makanoku jurum nono. Oku jurum nono. My mouth is filled with information. But it's not every information that I'm a privilege to pass to you. But on this particular one, based on the people that have been calling me, begging me, tell our leader, let him forget about our people from the river area, let them go their own, let only 5 states. I will ask them who created the 5 states. Was it an Ikwere man, Igbo man, Anang man, Ijaw man, Ishekiri man, Opobo man that created the 5 states? The answer is no. Then how will you allow the person that created the 5 states to have his way? When I ask this question, they will have reason to concur with me. Some of them will say, I concur. So my brothers and my sisters, thank you so much for listening. I want you all to share this program. Share it. Because if you share it, it's going to go far. And somebody will listen to it. And it's going to do a very big job in the life of those people who are still believing that we should leave our own brothers, our own kids and kids. And it's going to do a very good job in the life of those who are still seeing us as enemies. Who are not, trying to understand why we need to be together. Their water is destroyed, their air is polluted, their land is destroyed, there's no school in their land, there's no power supply, but Shell is there. Do you guys know that Shell is richer than Nigeria? The GDP of Shell is greater than that of Nigeria as a country. Shell BP is making too much money. Chevron is there making their own money. Ajib is there making their own money. All of them milking you dry. Milking you dry. Now they have gone to Chad. Sorry, not Chad. They have gone to Niger Republic and built the refinery. Now they are piping the oil down from your land to that place. When they pipe it there, then they will now refine it there. They come back and sell it to you. You finish school as chemical engineering student in Uniport, you will not get a job. The people that will be working there are the white people. Yes, so you have to stand up. So my brothers and my sisters, I think I have to stop here until I hook you people up again by tomorrow or next. I love you guys. I remain your brother, Mazopale Chukwubikem. Please, Obo with your chop. Let us listen to this song.
3, 2, Obo wachobolo ya. Chai. Obo Professor Chukwu no so. Obo to machobo le machobo. Ayola me. Ayohole mo. Ayola mo. Obo wodo cho. Agachala obodo dị iche iche n'ime Nigeria. Agachala obodo dị iche iche n'ime Afrịka o. Agachala obodo dị iche iche n'ime ụwa niile. Adịghị ebe dị ka Obowule, adịghị ebe dị ka Obowuye. Ayowole mo, ayola mo, ayowole nu mo Obowuye. Ayola mo, Obowodo cho. Ayowole mo, ayola mo, ayowole nu mo Obowuye. Ayola me, Obowodo cho. Ayola mo, ayowole mo. Ayola me, Obowodo cho. Obowodo cho. Ayola me,
Obowodo cho. That is how I will also say Ocho in our own language, which is sweet Oto. Anambra say Oto. Then Obo will say Ocho. Then for my own community we say Ocho also. So we are one people, the same father, the same mother. I say thank you so much for watching. Share this program because I'm going to host you on a special package where people will call and contribute in regards to this same topic. I love you guys. May God bless you. Good night from here. Thank you.